Hello to all of my YouTube fans, BPTV fans, and new fans of the Speedy Gourmet. I'm Alan Levine, the Talking Machine. This is my 10th Speedy Gourmet cooking show. I'm honored to be able to do it with you guys, and we're going to start the timer right now. All right, we've started the timer. Alright, we're going to be cooking some shrimp here. Wild caught large shrimp. I rinsed them off, de-thawed them, and we're going to saute them in a cast iron skillet that I have. Let me get some veggies on it. Some green pepper, some broccoli, sorry for my back, folks. Little bit of red onion. And we got some other veggies around here. But I want to go back to the skillet. I'm going to put some olive oil. I don't know if you can get this, Anthony, with back to the skillet, but I'm going to be cooking here. I'm going to put a couple drops of, more than that, of olive oil to cover the pan. And that's my trusty cast iron skillet. Many of you may remember your parents or grandparents that this is heavy. And there's olive oil in there. And we'll put the shrimp in there. And we're also going to cook pearl barley. Very healthy. And look at the fiber in there, 6 grams of fiber. We got to get our thermometer out. Helps us with temperatures. Then I have something special, our rice cooker. It'll cut the cooking time from 30 minutes to 10 minutes. So I'll show you what we do here. We go with 1 cup. You got to have a steady hand here. Fill up 1 cup of this, and then we'll lock it up, put it back with some of my other stuff. We'll dump this in, 2 cups of water, 1, 2, and a little fraction more. Okay, we'll leave that to dry out. Then we're going to put some vegetables in here to steam them. And get one of these. Get a scissor. Got some fresh zucchini from Fresh Thyme and Aldi's. So get some zucchini out. And we're going to steam it in the container there. Get my trusty Cutco knife from 30 some years ago, still sharp, and we'll let the fun begin. Watch your fingers, and we'll start with the yellow squash. Cut off the top, then we'll cut some little pieces. We're not going to put a whole lot in there, but we're going to steam them with the pearl barley. So it's very healthy. We'll go with zucchini. About 4, 5, 6 pieces. 5 will do it. Alright, you know I like my veggies. We're going to get a couple crowns of broccoli. 1, 2. Here's a little one. We'll make it 3. Put the lid on. Put it in for about 10 minutes. So we'll put it in the microwave, pardon my back. Just walking down here. Ten minutes on there. Clear these veggies out of the way. Alright, we got a lot of action for you out here. Here's how easy it is. We get red onion. I cut the ends off. You know I'm famous for that. Then I slice it along the outer skin. Get one layer off. I know I may waste a little onion, but I like to use up all the good parts of it. Look at how nice that onion looks. And then I slice it. Watch your fingers. For all of you that are scared, I didn't cut a finger off yet. Again, split it, because we're going to saute these with some pepper, and we have some Bella mushrooms. So we're going to be doing that. Move these things to the side. Little trick I learned at some of these cooking shows to core the pepper. Just go like that, watch your fingers, and you reach in, pull it out. That's how simple it is. Now I cut it in half. I cut out some of the inner things that are in the way that we don't want to eat. Where's the seeds? And then we start cutting thin slices. Just cut it however you see fit to cut the whole pepper up. We're going to cook it all together. Nice thin cuts. Keep cutting. And you might want to say, where are you going to put this and cook this? Well, we have something called a wok. We'll get that out of my little storage area. Here's my wok. Here's what we do. One step at a time. This is how easy it is. I'm trying to inspire you. I'm no expert chef, but you know, I like to cook and eat. So we put all that in. A little bit of that. Then we put some water. And I'll put olive oil towards the end. Let's set this right here. I did talk about Bella mushrooms, right? So we're going to grab 5 of them, nice size. Scrub them here. Take the stems out. We'll get these later out of the sink. And we're rinsing them off. Get all that nasty stuff off of the mushrooms they grow them in the mushroom farms. Here we go. There. Alright, here's what we do now. There's a method to this madness. Slice up about 3 or 4, we'll go 5 on this. And we'll throw those in the wok. And we just get down the whole list of them. And this is how easy to do it. Look, we'll cook it all up. Anthony will follow me here with that. Look at how nice that looks. Turn the heat on here. And then we only cook the shrimp about 3 minutes on each side. And you can see the size of them. It's a little wet. Got a nice size. I'm leaving the shells on, so I'll cook them with their shells. And you just space them out in your frying pan. I don't know if you want to get a closer shot of this or if you're fine where you're at, Anthony. I'll come over so the folks can see it a little bit. There's 8 of them there. And we'll start cooking that up in a few minutes here because I got to try to time it so they'll be ready to eat at the same time with all the rest of the stuff. And I put this glass lid on the wok. It's on high. and I rinse a bag on, because I'll recycle these bags and use them for things down the road. And as you know, I like to clean up as we go. Alright, there goes our stems. Right in the garbage for you. We'll close this for a minute or two. Put that back. And for one time, we're not going to use the thermometer that Casey got. But she did get me this nice Cuisinart tea dispenser. And it opens up, water goes in. And then look at this. Green tea right there and start. So I don't know if you can see this when I press it. It beeps. Press it again and it'll start. And I have some special green tea for my fans. First, the tea ball, penguin tea ball for all of you. Got it from Blue Monkey Tea. Margaret, the owner, gave it to me since I'm a sports guy, and I've been using it ever since. And we'll get it ready here. My ex-sister-in-law Judy bought me this. We're still friends and things, so she bought me something called Japanese sencha. If you've heard of Japanese matcha, this is like another grade of the sencha matcha green tea. Very good, and the Japanese drink it all day. And I'll put it in here, steady again. Get my trusty teacup. Here's all you do. Put the tea ball in. When we hear that beep and start to boil, we'll pour it in for only 2 minutes. That's 2 minutes on your tea. If you want to drink the green tea, that's it. I'm going to go out of the picture a minute. Just got to throw this out. One little tip for you. Just grab the bag, and a little tip for you with the onions. My garbage day was today, so I'm going to wrap this up and put it in my freezer, and it won't even smell that bad in the freezer. So it helps. Been doing it for years. Little tip on cleaning up. I'm going to open up a window. It's getting near 60 degrees today. Got the short sleeves on. Still left the sweatpants on for you. Alright, that's it for the Japanese. If you want to see a close-up, Japanese sencha. Very tasty, grassy, full-flavored green tea. I like it. Put it underneath because I'm pretty full up here, as you can see. Got my young Hyson, Longqing 4th grade, China gunpowder. We got it all there. Alright, let's check on my wok. It's starting to boil there. I can we'll use, no, we're going to need this for the shrimp. And we'll need something to stir up these vegetables. Look at these little devices I got here. Nothing but the best here. And you can see it's starting to cook up and loosen up things here. Whoa. Alright, let me check that timer there. We're in good shape here. This is, you can hear it starting to rumble. It's right before it boils that it should beep. It doesn't actually boil because you don't want the water so hot. This is actually 175 degrees, and that's why my daughter got it. It's perfect for green tea. You can do white tea, you can do oolong, and you can do decaffeinate, and you can do black tea, which most of you are used to. All right. Okay, put that back. These veggies will be put away after. Let's see what we got here. Once this gets finished, I'll put it out and let it sit. And that'll be the pearl barley. 6 grams of fiber, very healthy and tasty too. Okay, this is a little bit hot. Look at how it's steamed all the vegetables and the barley. So we'll let that sit. Just let it sit there for a couple minutes before we put it out and plate it. And we'll start cooking our shrimp. We're going to turn it on high. Turn my light on here. And the veggies are cooking up real nice. And they'll be nice and tender. And we'll put the barley down, then we'll put the veggies that we have here with it, and the shrimp will be on top. So this will get a little warmer, and I'll be able to get that shrimp cooking here. Let me rinse this off. You know, I like to clean up as we go. There we go. Just shake it. It's just going to be on the cutting board top that they have here. And get a little quick wipe here in case we need to cut any more. Set the sponge there and we'll wait for that. Time to get a plate on it. We'll prepare for that. And everything's cooking up nicely. Starting to get warm in the frying pan. That's my test, the little finger test. All right, a couple things here. For future shows, butternut squash. You know I like it, so you can see I always have one in stock. And asparagus down the road, that'll be a meal this weekend. Not enough to do today. We got plenty of vegetables. Bella mushrooms, green peppers, yellow squash, zucchini, and broccoli. I think we got it covered, plus red onions. There we can hear it starting to boil in the cast iron pan. And that keeps the heat, the cast iron keeps the heat the same through the whole pan. There's no discrepancies there. And it'll start to turn it opaque and pink there. And you just got to keep stirring. Get these veggies ready for us. You can see they're starting to get tender. Let me see here. Alright, we can start flipping them right now. Here's where they're starting to turn color. It's hard to show you from the distance, but you can see the color front to back. And what I'm doing is flipping them all over so we can cook them evenly. Making a lot of noise down here, folks. I don't know if you can hear that through my mic, but we got it. We got some splashing here. Get a little paper towel to wipe up some of that. And it's coming along nicely. All right, I got interrupted. Time to pour the tea. It's all ready. We missed the beep with all that noise, but it's very hot. You can see it's steaming. And then we're done with that. And we'll wait about 2 minutes right now. So we're getting close. It won't be long now. Little quick wipe. Keep the water away from the phone. Let's check this. And it absorbs the water. You can see most of the water is absorbed, and we'll have broccoli, zucchini, and yellow squash on the side. And we'll separate them. So we'll keep another minute or two. We're getting ready for the shrimp. They're starting to cook nicely. We're gonna take it off of there, let that cool down a little bit, and I got work to do. All right, not sure, well maybe I'll do it here since we got the camera set up. And we get yellow squash. Don't mind the pearl barley. Got broccoli. Another broccoli, and that one little one. All right, we got some zucchini. More yellow squash. More zucchini. Oh, one little piece of yellow squash. Here we go. Now, we'll put the pearl barley all over the plate. Whoop. It makes for a nice meal. Nice little background on that. All right, we're good with that. All right. Here's what the wok did. Look at these veggies. And then we got some mushroom. I'm very technical on this. Picking out some mushroom here for you. And I like the Bella mushrooms. Got them on there. And we got the red onion, got the pepper, a couple more onions. I love my onions. And let's get that shrimp. Gotta be strong to carry this, ladies. Look at the shrimp. Look at that. Cooked up nice. This is how easy this is to cook your whole meal and get it ready for the folks. And then we pour all the olive oil on there for flavoring. So we're doing a couple things. Look at the combination we're doing here. And we'll shut that off. Put this to the... Whoops. Once in a while I drop things, folks. And a little wipe up here. There we go, garbage. And guess what? Tea is ready. Put it down. We're done. 23:02. I hope you enjoy the presentation of my wild-caught large shrimp, about 16 to a pound. I used 8, which is a half a pound, Bella mushrooms, green pepper, red onion, yellow squash, and zucchini and broccoli. Look at how I mixed it all up together in my rice cooker. Shows you how simple it is. Look, these two hands cooked a smorgasbord of one plate. And of course we got loose leaf green tea, which is sencha from Japan, and the penguin tea ball. Thank you for watching my shows. Thanks for the great feedback, and stay tuned for the 11th Speedy Gourmet show next month.